Can Faker finally win it all again? You guys liked the reactions I've done of the Score eSports videos, so I'm reacting to another one here. Let's see. This big Faker moment here. Yeet.
Oh, Faker!
He's too good, man.
And he puts a tower!
The engage is
God,
crazy
he just won the
as
game!
well.
He just won the game! That's it! They can end!
Guma's stopwatch was crazy there too.
JDG, the Goliaths from China, were having one of the most dominant years in League of Legends history. I seriously doubted whether any human could stop them from reaching the...
He is not human. Faker is not human. Faker in finals form, baby.
All right, just before we get into today's video, we've got brand new merch. Check it out.
You can do it when you're at the lake.
Looks cool.
If you like the look of any of that,
Sorry, they dropped...
in the description below. So,
They dropped merch for fishes where the merch says Master Beta. Okay, the Score eSports,
T1
okay.
and Faker have a date
All right.
with Robo at the World's 2023 final. Faker is now
Crazy.
one series away from taking home his 4th World's title, 10 years after his first, 7 years after his most recent. But let's talk
It's
about
late.
the JDG game first before we get too carried away.
Yeah,
odds
let's talk
were
about it.
against T1. I talked about this
The odds were not in their
extensively
favour.
last week. The safer bet was probably on JDG. They were the team that had won everything they could so far this year. They were the ones who had only lost 5 series in 2023. They were the ones
Yep.
on track
And
to
all
achieve
5 were
the
not
never
best of
been
5s.
achieved before Golden Road. But Faker and T1 were pretty immaculate all round, and everyone on the team seemed to have their own
Faker and
moments
T1 were
throughout
not
the
immaculate
series.
this year.
Game 1, we
Oh,
got
the
to see
series,
Carrier
yeah,
absolutely flex on Bard, and Gumayushi pull out the first Jin game we've seen at
Yeah,
Worlds
nice.
so
I like
far.
that they're
They
recap.
find it, Konami going right back in his ass. Owner in the area. Big damage coming in for the Dark and Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space with a shockwave.
Dang, oi.
And comes the curtain call.
Game
Absolute
3 saw
crazy
Owner
Jin
pull
Aussie.
off one of the sickest engages on Rel I've seen in a
Yep.
long time.
Might go for the 50-50, but it's
Oh
absolutely
no,
the flashes
insane.
over
Look at that.
Faker goes in.
Faker and Carrier's follow-up. Crazy.
Can they get anything back? Ruler untouched on the backside.
Absolutely crazy.
But Owner will take that.
Something's wrong with my eyes. If you guys have been watching the recordings, you know this is like a constant issue.
And in that game, we
I don't
had
know
what
what is
might
going
go on to be an all-time iconic Worlds moment. JDG had a gold lead. They were besieging T1's base with Baron buff.
Yep.
T1 were praying for a
Yep,
miracle.
all time.
Faker answered their prayers with an Azir ult from heaven.
나 먼저 가볼게. 7초? 나 돌아 있어. 각 볼게 이거.
7 seconds.
볼게. 와봐. 내가 testas어.
Oh my god, crazy. Guma says I'm okay, I have stopwatch, and he is okay, he does have stopwatch. That's crazy.
I love Gumayushi and Carrier fanboying there in that clip. I really felt that. It's kind of like for a moment they
Yeah.
realized that their own mid laner was
Dude, maybe I have to watch the comms. I might watch the comms as well.
quite literally Faker. Guma also had
Yeah.
an absolutely disgusting 1v2 play in game 4.
Goes
Yeah,
golden
sure.
for Ruler. Looking to take over the fight. Ruler still
Good
standing.
flash, good outplay.
Firing back. Ruler goes down.
Just outplayed.
Just better.
Guma's
After that,
just
it was clear
better.
T1 weren't going to
Guma's
let
just
this
better.
series reach silver scrapes. They had their eyes on finals.
It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to
Man,
finals.
it's
The
so
legendary Caster
iconic.
Young broke down on stream after the game. It was an emotional moment for a lot of people outside of the Korean scene, so I can only imagine what a pillar of it like Yun must have felt. We said it was going to feel like a final. It really did, and the numbers reflected that too. The series peaked to over 4.3 million viewers.
Most
making it the
watched
second most
semi-finals of
League
all time.
Legends series of all time. That's right. The only series that attracted more viewers was last year's finals, which also featured T1.
Holy
To be
shit.
honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this year's finals breaks that record too. Some people have pointed
Should
out that
do.
Weibo is actually extremely popular in the LPL, pulling in huge viewership numbers this year. A lot of these fans are likely fans of Xiaohu from his RNG days, Crisp's FPX fans, but perhaps more than anyone, fans of the Shy. It's hard to understate just how revered the Shy is in China. The 2018 world champion is a beloved celebrity with millions of followers.
He is the
So
most
all
popular
things considered,
Chinese
I
League of
think
Legends
this
player.
upcoming final has a real chance of breaking the all-time viewership record. And I know
Every final breaks the all-time viewership record, but yeah, like, I think the semifinals got 44 million like concurrent viewers across all platforms, 4.3 on English, Twitch, whatever. A lot more in China. Obviously, China is like the big place for it at the moment. China, Korea, whatever they're counting. But yeah, right. So they've got 44 million, I think, which is crazy for a semifinals. Like Super Bowl gets like 96, 97 million, I think.
viewership numbers don't
So,
always tell the full story about
crazy.
esports health, but breaking viewership
It's gonna be
records
crazy.
certainly doesn't hurt.
they're
T1
doing that
did lose the
consistently.
coin toss for Game 1 side selection this week with Weibo choosing
I hope it's a
blue
good
side, but
series.
Faker
I hope it's
didn't
not a
really
stomp,
look
but
fazed at all.
honestly,
In fact,
it is
he
what it
almost
is.
looked quietly amused by the whole thing. And to be fair, T1 had red side in all 3 of their games in their stomp over LNG in quarters, so they're probably not sweating it too much. So the question on
That's
everyone's
probably the
mind now
amusing
is,
part.
will this
The
final
fact that they've gotten
be
red
close?
side in like every
Maybe.
single,
A
or
lot
they've
of
lost the
people feel
coin
like
toss in
we've
every
already
single one.
seen the real final.
I'm going to be honest, and I don't want to like deflate the World Finals because I think it's still hype, and I really hope that we see an insane best of 5. But I'm gonna deflate it. I think T1 clear in every role, and their draft is infinitely easier and better. Like, and I don't think that's a bold statement. This is an impossible puzzle.
Congratulations, T1. There's no way Weibo can come back.
Yeah, and if I jinx it, great. I mean, sure, I'll shave my head if Weibo win Worlds.
There's definitely a really strong belief.
Oh,
that T1
Dracos,
will be
okay.
able to do it this time. That Faker and friends will be able to get over that line. In Pick'ems, over 90% of
Yeah,
fans
no one's
backed
jinxing
T1
it.
to win. I'm not even sure the last time I saw the league community so united with a prediction. Last series, a lot of people were saying their hearts were going with T1, but their heads said JDG. I don't think that's the case anymore with this upcoming series. Even if you're not a T1
Yeah, I
fan,
mean,
it's hard
obviously
to
T1
argue
are going to
them
win.
not
There's
the
no way that
favourites.
Weibo can win.
They look like they've sold
There's
the
no way
nets,
that Weibo can win.
particularly with fully ranged bot lanes that have come about
No way.
mid-tournament. But there's definitely a lot of creeping doubt in everyone's minds too. Remember, this exact same T1 roster was in the same situation last year. They were expected to beat the
Nah,
underdog
no way,
DRX,
no way, no way,
and
no
they
way,
didn't.
no way.
That will likely be on the minds
No
of
way.
these T1 players and their fans. And for Faker, he'll probably remember the 2017 finals he missed out on too. In the first 4 years
Yeah,
of Faker's
true.
professional career, he won
Crazy.
Worlds 3 times. Point to. He's now 1 series away from getting that. Added to all that pressure, this may be the last time we see this T1 roster play together. in
True,
the
that's
World
actually true.
Finals.
It
They've
probably-
been together for 2 years.
Either way,
They've
it
won domestic
probably is
titles,
going to
they've
be the last time we
broken
see the
records,
whole
they've had
roster
massive lows
together.
and unbelievable highs.
I'd be
but will they
surprised
run it
if
back
they
for
keep-
another
they run
year
it
if
back.
They let yet
I would be
another World
surprised.
Trophy slip through their fingers?
I would
A
be
lot of people
surprised.
suspect no. That
I'd be surprised if they run it back, even if they win, to be honest.
could be a lot of pressure for T1.
Money-wise,
going into this
it's
series.
crazy
A lot
expensive.
of pressure that Weibo simply doesn't have. Sure, they'll be feeling the nerves of going into the biggest League of Legends series of the year, but nobody expected them to get this far. Genji, JDG, LNG, even T1 after a certain point, these were the teams that people were expecting to see in the final. As respectable as they've been, Weibo was not one of them. And that underdog mentality can go a long way. It can ease off some of that pressure and turn the whole fight
true.
into a sort of David and Goliath situation.
True, bro's hyping me up
Really
now.
analysing
Who's going to
history,
win?
But that's exactly
Yeah, he was
where we
injured
are.
this
There's
year,
nothing
and
more
they've
to say
still
than
made it
this.
to finals.
If
That's
T1
crazy.
wins this series, Faker will
What
ascend
have you got to say,
beyond
man?
God status in League of Legends. It's that simple. The few
Yep.
edgelords out there that
Yep,
have been trying to
100%.
argue that Faker isn't the undisputed GOAT will have nothing left to say. This would be a man that had won his first Worlds at 17 years old. He'd won 3 by the time he was 20. For the next 7 years, he watched his teammates come and go as T1 failed to reach those lofty heights again. But he never gave up. He never lost hope.
He never backed down,
stopped
never give up,
grinding.
never back down.
He never let the setbacks define him, including
give up,
an
never
absolutely
what?
heartbreaking Worlds final last year where he was just a single game away from redemption. And now his reward
A single
for all of his
fight away from
perseverance
redemption,
is
by the way.
right there for the taking. If you wanted to
He's
pull
the
off
GOAT.
what he's
Undeniably,
done this year
he's the
to
GOAT.
get to this point and then go and win
Absolute
the whole
goat. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you subscribe down below for the finals. I'm going to be reacting to the finals, the opening ceremony, all of the league stuff, and more stuff into next year, so make sure that you subscribe. Appreciate it, like the video. I'm also going to watch the T1 Discord, the voice comms and stuff. So if you guys want to see that, that video should be out next. So, you know, stay tuned for that or check it out. Should be on the channel.